Christina, Synergetic Mind, November 14, 2024. Intro. Synergetic Mind Full Intuitions, Anticipatory Design Science Resource, refers to our Buckminster Fuller Synergetics' highest integrity of engagement when consciousness is not overly inundated by the contemporary relative insanity that is technically attempting to control the universal communication process. Please copy-paste provided links for your research convenience, starting with Synergetics Table of Contents. The Chris Langan interview they didn't want you to see on YouTube asked the interviewed, "What is universe?" An interested observer viewing the podcast immediately refers its acquired knowledge to the Synergetics' definition of a universe that satisfied its intellect, and in that specific case, it is whole, W-H-O-L-E, universe, where U equal MP. Universe equal metaphysical times physical, Synergetics 162.00. By starting with eternally regenerative universe, we learn more. As we can read in Synergetics 100.012, in quotes, universe to each must be, all that is, including me. Environment in turn must be all that is accepting me. In Synergetics 304, we are introduced to where the first subdivision of eternally regenerative universe is derived, which is a conceptual polyhedral system, the tetrahedron universe's minimum structural system. That there is only multiplication by division is not particularly interesting to the Synergetics novice, especially since multiplication by division seems mathematically complicated, and so this information is conveniently set aside as the tetrahedron's topology of 6 lines, 4 corners, 4 triangular faces are easier to think about, especially when learning it is a conceptual system, a quantum module, 1 unit of energy that consists of 24 quantum modules. Does the tetrahedron's energy come from the metaphysical or the physical universe? The observer asks, while writing thoughts to clarify how its curiosity could possibly formulate a basic understanding, since learning U equal MP, which obviously must be relatively significant. The answer is that regenerative energy is physical. Conceptualizing the quantum module is metaphysical, which means independent of its size, time-space sizing, subsequent to metaphysical intellect abstracting the tetrahedral pattern integrity from the physical environment, while knowledgeable that in so doing, the action qualifies as the first subdivision of a universe without consciously performing the mathematical steps which were done by Bucky Fuller, the planet's friendly genius whose measuring skills imaginably started by scribing lines of radius, circles, closest packed spheres, and so forth. Although doing this is not difficult, it takes a minimum of 4 closest packed spheres that most people can draw on a blank page. This can also be accomplished by drawing an equilateral triangle having all the sides of the same length and placing 3 same-sized spheres, circles, edge to edge, inside the triangle. Atop, at the center of the 3 spheres, a 4th sphere is drawn. We could start with a triangle or with spheres to show the 6 lines from sphere center to the triangle's corners. This is one tetrahedron with its topological characteristics of 6 lines known as vectors, 4 corners known as vertexes, 4 triangular faces known as openings or windows. Most likely, to think of one quantum of energy deriving from universe as close as packed uniradius spheres is different from any other lesson which typically omitted by default education strategies or inculcating steps when indoctrinating the individual's faculty of thought as a follower of a belief, especially a belief in God, by whichever sound word this divinity became known, to the educable child's adoration for the very idea of loving and trusting the educators, who must know more about God than anyone else. For millennials, belief systems omitted whole WHOLE universe, the self-regenerating energy of it that is always conserved, neither created nor is it ever lost, and is 100% accountable. By so doing, the education focused on false premises, imaginable directions that are not scientifically evident, such as the up of heaven and the down of hell, whereas in, out, around are the only 3 directions in omnidirectional, omnirational universe. The tetrahedron, for instance, is the only system in the universe that turns itself inside out. We can imagine one vertex plunge passage through the center of volume and out through its opposite triangular opening, as energy is inside-outing and into transformation with other tetrahedrons in universe, other polyhedra, the octahedron, the double tet cube, the icosahedron, the vector equilibrium, the rhombic tricontrahedron, the rhombic dodecahedron, which we see listed in Synergetics Cosmic Hierarchy color plate number 9. Incidentally, the vector equilibrium is universe's equanimity model that shares the same design in both the metaphysical and physical universe. Surely, imagining regenerating equanimity throughout human populations must be integral to the design of our species, humans of a mind, universe, eternal, omniscient mind. Realizing equanimity in the world of human events and energy events seems omnilogically more important than worshiping any image. Once metaphysical intellect is informed of self-regenerating integrity of structural systems and accredited as a function of omnirational universe regarding energy from the stars that humans and other life forms on Earth require to exist. Besides, among human events are EISEDP, experiences, intuition, speculations, experiments, discoveries, and productions explained in Synergetics 502.22, the irreversible, non-identically repetitive succession we are not yet wholly WHOLLY conscious of, as humans invest in and participate as actors involved thus on the world stage. From Synergetics 311.14 through 311.18, humans are complex problem-solving inventors, challenged by universe eternal omniscient mind, YOLO, as an integral department of its supreme intelligence to imagine, conceptualizing systems when devoted to discovering the truths that produce the commonwealth of human life support on Earth. Learning of an overall physical, metaphysical, cosmic accounting that is always omniconsiderate and integrative of all the thus far found interrelationship principles is vastly more essential than simply succumbing to inculcated indoctrinations as followers of dogma that intends convincing humans to believe in God and has been practiced in the world for ages to the worst destructive totalitarian extremes. The generalized interrelationship principles are eternal and are wholly WHOLLY compatible with our individual anticipatory design science omni-rational awareness of metaphysical physical universe designed by Yom, our 21st century sound word for God in any spoken and written language everywhere on earth. Until next time, thank you from Christina, Synergetic Mind.